What's poppin', Unique Squad? It's your girl Steph, and I'm back again with another video. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. This video is basically just going to be a get ready with me / encouragement and everything else. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into the video. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm basically just going to be doing my makeup, getting ready for church this morning. I may be going a little fast because I don't want to be late. I'm going to go ahead and start with my lashes. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about this season and just this year in general, honestly. This year, I would say that my faith was tested in so many ways, like every aspect of my life, to be honest. And honestly, came to a point where I wanted to just, give it up. So just going to be talking to you guys about my year and just how it went, and honestly, just encouraging anyone that's out there that may be trusting in God for something and feels like he's not doing it at the moment, because this year my faith was tested in so many ways, and I'm just grateful to God because I just thank God that I'm still, on this journey with him. I believe that, God puts you through certain things in life because he wants you to see his glory in your life. Like, he wants you to notice his glory, because if he didn't, sorry if you guys hear like noise in the background, my mom's upstairs doing stuff or whatever, but yeah, like, just imagine if God was to answer every prayer at the moment, at that time, and he was to give you everything that you asked for. How would it prove that he is God? How would it show that, he is doing miracles? How would we even have testimonies, bro? So I believe that, God does certain things for a reason, because he wants you to see his glory. Like, he wants you to notice that he is God. So he puts you through tests because he wants you to end up having a testimony so that you can be able to testify of his goodness, right? So that's how I feel like, God kind of puts us through certain situations. And for me, like, it was just trust, literally, like, just having to trust God. I feel like that was the hardest part for me. Like, I just feel like I wasn't really trusting God like I was supposed to. Like, I wasn't really giving him my all. Like, it was like, okay, I would say I trust God, but I wasn't really trusting him, if that makes sense, because when the situations would come, I would kind of like lean on my own understanding. Like, I would just try to handle it on my own, and God is like right there, and he's like, let me handle it. God was literally teaching me to trust in him. Like, y'all, let me tell you, it's so easy to say, oh, I trust in God, I believe in God, or this is that. But when you're actually going through the situations, when you're actually being tested, that's where your faith is being tested, basically. Like, when you're actually going through the situation, and then it's like you're praying for something and it's not coming, and you're just like, okay, God, where are you? I feel like that's the moment where, like, our faith is being tested. And honestly, this year, I just feel like that's just how it was for me. Like, it was like, yeah, I believed in God. Yeah, I knew that God was there for me. He was always working for me. But it was like, when I was going through the situations, I felt like I wasn't seeing the hand of God in my life. And it was like I wanted it at that moment, but I was not getting it. So it was just like, all right. But yeah, so it was just like, all right, God, where you at? Because come on. But God really showed me a lot in this season. He really showed me that he works on his timing, and that everything that he does is for the good of us. Jeremiah 29:11 says that I know the plans that I have for you, plan to give you hope in a future. Like he wants good for us. He has good intentions for us. So everything that he does is good, you know. It's just a matter of trusting him and allowing him to do what he got to do, if that makes sense. So I think that was like the hardest part for me though, like having to put my full trust in somebody. You know, trusting somebody is it's tough. Trusting God is kind of like you have to trust somebody that you've never seen before, that you've never encountered, but we're trusting him based off of the evidence that we know that he is good from the word. We are trusting in him because we also see the evidence of what he does in our life, right? Because you're not going to trust in him until you see evidence, and the evidence is the word of God. Because when you see certain things that people in the Bible like went through and stuff like that, like you realize that, okay, if they trusted in God, then why can't I? So y'all, I really don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm not a makeup artist or nothing right now. I'm even like sidetracked because I'm talking, but I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But yeah, like trusting in God, like I'm just here to say, if you want to put your trust in anybody, put your trust in God, because he is your creator. He created you. He lives in you. He moves through you, meaning that he has control over your life. All I'm saying is the year is coming to an end, but that does not limit God on what he can do, okay? There are certain things that I wrote in my journal for this year, and I'm like, all right, God, there's one more thing you got to do. And I know that he's going to fulfill everything. I mean, it may not be everything that you wrote down, but at the end of the day, it's based off of his timing. You feel me? So I know that there's certain things that we've written down in our journals and we're waiting on God to do, but God is not limited by time. He might just do something on 31st of December. Wait on it. I'm telling you, like, do not. Oh, that's blending. But yeah, like, don't think that my God cannot do anything, okay? This gonna be like me, but nothing crazy. Cause I'm gonna put a mask right back on. All right, you guys, I gotta move quick now because I'm running behind. So, but yeah, I just wanted to say, like, as we moving into 2022, set some time in your secret place with God. Like, we literally like set time off and just focus on the year that is coming. Focus on how you can do better, especially in your walk with God. Because the crazy thing is, when we start off the year, we're always on this high and we're just like, oh, got this, got that. But then like midway season is like, oh, now you've fallen off. So it's just so important to always have that hiding season where you kind of hide yourself and put yourself in a hiding space and literally just have that intimacy with God. Like, it's so important throughout the year when we have that moment, because sometimes it gets a little tough. It's not every day it's going to be good. But like I said, you're going to be put into situations where you have to trust in him. You want to with the big boys. Now you the wrong, get the kitty, you the wrong, get a drink, get a drop cup. Ha! Hey Steve, how to tingle? But yeah, you guys, this year was tough, and I wouldn't have been able to make it without God, because whew, especially like that season, I think it was like the month of August, I was just not even okay. Like, came to the point where like it was just that spirit of doubt and like unbelief just started kicking in. And it was just because I was not like seeing the hand of God in my life. Like I was not seeing that evidence. I wasn't seeing it. So I was just like, all right, like what's going on? Like, God, I'm telling you all. But literally, it took like prayers and messages that I was hearing in church. Like I remember our pastor came to preach and he was talking about like our mind and how when the enemy grabs our mind, like that's literally it. Like, so it's like every single day you have to pray for your mind. That's why I'm always praying that prayer. I'm like, God, like create in me a clean heart, a clean mind, purify my heart, like each and every day, because you just never know. And as soon as like the enemy, like as soon as your mind is affected by something like your entire being, like when you think, oh, I'm not gonna pass this exam, everything that you do, even as you study, it's just like you're not even putting in your best work because it's like in your mind you're not gonna pass it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like our mind is literally kind of like what controls how we go around about things. You get what I'm saying? So it's like each and every day you gotta pray for your mind, because and that's where the enemy tries to come in. Like I'm telling you, it comes to a point I was just like, I just felt so down and depressed. Like I felt like I had nobody around me. I felt like I couldn't reach out to anybody about it. Like I was just so low. I was at my lowest point, and I was just like, God, I need you right now, because it's like I'm losing myself, you know. But God literally picks me right back up, and I just kept on going. I was like, I'm not about to just let the enemy push me backwards. Like, no. I'd be like, the devil is a liar. God is exalted. We'll never be defeated. We will never be defeated. Know that God is on your side, bro. Like, he is fighting for you. He is interceding for you. And he is not going to stop. We're going into 2022 victorious, okay? Thanks be to God. He gives us victory through our Lord Jesus Christ, okay? All right, y'all. I'm finna stop all the talking because, like, the way we are running late, I'm saying we because I'm going to church with my sister. We driving together, and I don't want her to come say, oh, Steph, you still getting ready type. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys what I'm wearing. I'm going to be wearing this two-piece that I got from Misguided. If you watch my winter and fall haul, you will see this in there. All right, so I'm about to get dressed. All right, let me go get my bag and my shoes, and I'm gonna show y'all the outfit. So I'm gonna pair it up with these clear heels and this bag, and I'm gonna show y'all how it looks. Okay, final look.